Hello everyone, my name is Oum Saokosal. Today I just want to make a quick video about the Java functional programming. As you can see nowadays, you can do a lot with the array list or list that you can do with a stream. In the past, you could not do that, but now with the stream, you can find any item in this and even more than that. Okay, you can sort, you can do the matching, or any kind of manipulation with the array. And also Java introduced a new class called arrays. You can initialize some data, just like like a traditional array or primitive array, but then you can cast it to the list because you will use this to do the filter. So before I show you how to work with the functional programming, let me show you some example here. So let me find some fruit. Okay, so I will call found one. I will do the searching. So first you have to use the string method, and then you have a lot of method with that, and it's very useful in the future. In this case, I just want to use the filter, and here is where you will use the functional programming. In Java, there was no Lambda, there was no functional programming in the past. That's why you could not do that. But now you have the ability to do that very quick. So let me show you the example. You just call X and then the arrow sign like that. And then you want to search, let's say, any word start with C. So I will start with C. Yeah, so like this. Okay, and now you can collect it, and then you call the collector with the as collectors and to list. It's very long, but the point is that you can do a lot of things with just one line of code. Okay, so in here you can see the lambda, and the whole thing here is like expressive functional programming. So you can just print out the found one. Let's see. Oops. Where is it? Okay, so I could not find it because with the capital C, so just change to capital C like this. You can see now you can find the coconut and cacao, and you can do more with that, like contain. Okay, and then you want to find any word contain apple, but you can see apple here, the capital A is small a here. So just do the quick fix to the lowercase like this, and then you change it to the lowercase here. Okay, yeah, and now it's good to go. You can find apple and pineapple. So as you can see now, the functional programming is very useful, and it's used everywhere, especially with the list stream. So let me show you how it works and how it came from. So let me comment down this code. So first, you must know the interface. If you don't know interface, it's very difficult to understand this. So if you don't know anything about interface, maybe you should pause the video and watch another video of mine. Okay. So let's say interface like this, and I will call the method calculate. But usually the interface usually add with the adjective, calculatable like that, and then you have public is okay, no public is okay, yeah. And then we'll use double and do call double A double B like this. Okay. So in order to use this interface, you have to have a subclass, like let's say sum, and then implement calculate, like that. And now you have to implement this method, and you want to add your own code. And there is a reason for that, like why we have to implement your own code instead of using another. So there is another series about the interface. So I'm not gonna talk about that now. So here you can do like C1, use sum, and then you can call calculate, and then 10 and 20, and then you have the C1. Let's see the result here. It's always come back. How can I delete this? All right. Okay. Oh, C1 sum. Oh no, I should have another variable to get the result. So I will call S1. Okay, now it's 30. So far so good, right? So let's say you want to have another calculation instead of sum, because sum is just like the plus, then now you want to have like multiply, but you don't want to write a whole class for that. So you can just do it here, like this, okay, and then call C2, and it just call the calculate here. All right, yeah. So you just call the public method double call, which is the method inside here. Okay, and you can just call X or Y, it doesn't matter here. Okay, yeah. And do the return. Now I want to return X multiply by Y. Okay, so do the maybe double M1 C2 call, and then you put the number 10 20 again and bring it out. Right, so now you can have the M1 200. As you can see now, the whole idea of interface is that you can also just implement the code where you want without any class implementation. All right, so it's like this is the blueprint for the whole thing. I don't care how you do the calculation, but you have to put A and B, like the input with two parameters with doubles, and the return type is double. Okay, so far so good, right? So now we go a little bit further. So instead of do the whole thing with this, if you can just go back and check, you can see now the new calculatable here doesn't even do anything, and it's just like the whole idea of interface. So Java wanted to cooperate the interface with the functional programming, because in the past Java didn't have that. Java just oversees the uh, the functional programming thing, and Java think that okay, now it's time to put the functional thing here. So they just cooperate with the interface here. It means that you still can use the interface, but if you want to change it, you just change it. And that's why Java introduced another idea called Lambda. And the Lambda thing exists in another, like other programming languages for a long time, including Dart, like some of the new programming like Python, like not sure, but the whole other programming languages, have that lambda. So can you do the lambda here? Of course you can. How to do that? So let me just copy this code and just call C3. So you can imagine this code doesn't have any meaning. How about just delete this? Okay, just delete this. And then you want only this, right? But because the whole thing about the calculation is about the call method, so how about just delete them too, like this, and then put the arrow sign like this, and put the semicolon here. That is lambda. All right, and you just do the calculation just like before. Let's say sub sub 1, now C3, sub 1 like this. Let's run it. Okay, now you can see the result just like before. And also this code can change to just one line of code. You don't have to have the return here. Change to 4, and maybe maybe we use math.pow x and y. Yeah, and we will call p1 here, c4, and here 2 by 3, right? So you don't have to use the return, just do the quick delete and delete this as well, and this as well. It's all done. Okay, yeah, you can just do like this, and it doesn't matter, like x or y, whatever, you know a or b, yeah, it's okay, yeah. Like this, right? So you can see now the whole idea of lambda is that it's trying to delete all the unnecessary code, and you want to keep the core thing. And even better, you can even delete the data type, which is very strange for Java, because Java it's a strong type programming language. But now Java recognize this and tells you that, okay, now x and y is double because I checked the method in calculatable, the method call here, double, and the return type is double as well, so it's okay. Now it's good to go. Okay, that's why when you go back and check this one, see, yeah, the lambda here, don't care about the collect thing here, just care about this. Let me do this. Yeah, the whole thing here, if you just overpower this, you can see x is a string. If you change the data type of the list to integer, what we call capital integer, capital I integer, it will change to integer because it recognizes this is the integer thing here. But now it's a string. Okay, it's a string, and you can just use the string method without any declaration. And you can open the bracket like that, it's okay. Put the string, is okay. But if you try to change it to some other thing, no, it cannot. or even integer like this. No, it cannot. Okay, yeah, like that. So you will use it a lot. So now you can see the whole idea. So to finish up, you have to understand one more thing, that the interface here, if you want to change to Lambda, you make sure that this interface must have only one method. That's why Java introduced one new annotation. It's called functional interface. It will protect you from create more than one method. If you don't do this, you can just create another method like whatever, um, show, like that. Then it will have a messy code in here, because now your Lambda has two, so it's not a functional programming language. And to do that, you have to protect your interface, and you just delete it like that. But it's better to just put the annotation functional interface here, so it will protect you from create more than one method. Okay, so that is the cool thing about the functional programming. Okay, I hope that you understand this piece of code and you will cooperate this knowledge into your project. Okay, so if you think this video is useful, maybe give a thumb up. And if you still have something and want to hear, you want to learn more, comment down below, share it to your friend, and I will see you in the next video.